Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys out there are having a great day. I know I'm having a pretty interesting day because I'm going to try to get a lot of hours in. I'm already 3 hours in. I did around, I'd say, an hour of beat making. I did an hour of beat making and then an hour and a half of cold outreach, which is going pretty well. I got about 10 more people on the list, which is good. I'm one email away from getting 20 emails this week, right? And tomorrow's email week. So tomorrow's email day, Thursday. So it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. You know what I mean? And in terms of things that, things like what happened yesterday, you know what I mean? Yesterday I ended work early because Facebook went down. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Facebook went down. So then cold outreach, all that got a little bit screwed. So I figured I was going to do everything later in the day, and my mom was going to run some errands. So I figured I'll help her out, and I did. And then I did everything I had to do after, between editing, but it wasn't things that were difficult. There was only things that were necessary, if that makes sense. So I probably finished the day with about 5 hours and a half. And I was talking to my mom, and we spent, a lot of the day we spent together. And we spent, by each other's side, just talking. You know what I mean? Just getting it done, just talking and watching I Love Lucy. We watched Adam Levine do a cover of a Chris Cornell song, which was really cool. And it really, really touched me because, last week, I think it was either Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. When my mom, I didn't get to spend time with her. And it was just us in the house. My siblings, they all went out. So it was just us. I didn't get to spend time with her because I made a stupid decision. And I kind of covered that up yesterday, which I liked. That to me was one of the greatest things because I could actually cover up my mistake. Like usually you don't get that quickly, right? You always get the mistake and then the regret, and for you to cover it up or for me to cover it up, it always takes me a long time. Today it took me yesterday it took me only a week tops, 5 days before I can redeem myself or feel like I've redeemed myself, And in terms of the business of what I'm doing now, obviously I sell beats to rappers if you're new to the channel, but where I'm at mentally is I'm at a place where Alex Hormozi had that quote, the longer you can go without seeing results, the better you'll be. And I find that to be so interesting. I'm just going to go a long time without seeing results. I'm going to go a long time without, and despite that, we just move forward because we don't move forward because of results, right? We just move forward, and I feel like people have their highs and then their lows. If I start on a low, then it's only going up from here. That's just true. That's just true. Right now, the business only relies on me. Obviously, I don't have employees, but also it doesn't necessarily rely on other aspects of referral yet or anything like that. It's only me, or social media just doing its thing. It's only me. It's me posting. It's me going through it. So like I said, it's the most pressure I'm going to be having in this business maybe ever, in terms of singular pressure. Otherwise, I'll have pressure of like maybe owning the business or things like that. But in terms of pressure with this may be the worst time for that, which is great. I'm like, if this is the worst of it, let it be. You know what I mean? Alex Hormozi was also talking about this. He had this video about this guy. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Alex Hormozi, great businessman, does what he does. And he had this video. He was like, one of my employees was watching Netflix while working. And like he hated that. And I'm like, I watch TV while I do almost all of my work. I watch TV or listen to music to a certain extent, or a podcast, something. Just have something on, to keep me going, just so it doesn't run up dry. Make it attractive. And it makes me want to come back. It makes me look forward to coming back to work. And so I'm like, I don't know if that's a bad decision or not. It was interesting. It was something that kind of threw me off, But in terms of family day today, I had a big family day tomorrow. Today, that's not the goal. The goal, unfortunately, I wish it was, but the goal, and this is a very vague goal. I don't know if this will actually come to fruition. The goal is to get 12 hours, which would break a record for me all time. I don't think I've ever worked 12 hours doing anything besides like a job. A 12-hour day straight of just work. And if I pull it off, I mean, like I said, it would be a record. It would definitely be a record for this journey and this period of time, these last 2 months. And I'd be very proud. Yeah, I'd be very proud if I can get it from 6:40 something I started, ending at 6:43 p.m. So that'd be really cool. In terms of like seeing people, I see my family, especially when they're passing by, you know what I mean, or conversations while I'm working. You know, I can't hold a conversation, but I can, because I'm working. But I can definitely talk back and forth here and there. You know what I mean? We can have conversations, just like a movie. It's like I won't pay attention to the whole movie, but I'll get the gist of what happened and things like that. When I'm producing, ironically, when I'm making beats, it's easier to watch a TV show or a movie, way easier than Cole Outreach, which you wouldn't think, right? You're creating but the loading processes of things are more waiting time so I could watch, you know? Whereas with Cold Outreach, I'm all in on the computer. I'm kind of zoned in, so like very few moments am I legitimately watching the movie or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to go right now. I'm actually going to flip my day a little bit because I think I have so much time because of the 12 hours. I'm going to go film a podcast. I didn't film one yesterday, so I'm going to film 2 today. Film a podcast. I hop right back into Cold Outreach, and I'll see you guys in about probably, 3 hours-ish. You know what I mean? 3-4 hours. All right, let's do it. I just finished everything I wouldn't say everything that's difficult for the day. I finished a good chunk of Cold Outreach. I'm about halfway-ish through the day, and not really halfway. I have about like 3 hours left, 3 or 4, more like 4.5 hours left. I have a good while left, or I don't know. Maybe I'm not counting. I think 3.5 hours. I don't know. Maybe I'm not counting it right, but basically, since this is my first 12-hour day, I feel like when I used to do other 10-hour days or I would break records in terms of hours, it was always, can I make it? Whereas with this, I know I can. It's just, what's my mental state going to be after? Especially the workout. I don't know what I'm going to do for the workout. Mentally, mentally when I'm working out, it plays such a big role. My mental plays a big role in my workouts. And, I got, this whole week has been really, really not just eventful, but it's also been very productive. I got, 52 people done in the last few hours. Just the last few hours, I got 50 more people, 50 more leads, onto my Cold Outreach list. And I'm glad. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, I'm glad. You know what I mean? I feel awesome. I feel great to have done that because to a certain extent, especially lately, I haven't been getting as many custom beats. The flow hasn't been flowing. You know what I mean? The business hasn't been really flowing. So I got upset at myself. I started to say, can I do this? Can I pull this off? I was like, what did I do week 1, week 2, week 3? What did I do? How did I get this in the first place? And what I realized was I just have to keep doing what I'm doing at a higher volume now. I'll just keep upping the volume. You know what I mean? Up the volume on switching the messages to make them sound better. Up the volume on thinking more. You know what I mean? And consciously thinking. I think that's something that's really, really took me a long time to do, was consciously think about every decision I made within the business. Whereas when I was younger, it was really more about just get it done, get on a roll of days, right? Like I'm doing now. This is day 64, I think, for the YouTube, or day 65 or 6, somewhere there. For me personally, it's day 56. Not 56, 65. Backwards. It's day 65 of 2024, right? March 6th. So truly, it's been a blessing in disguise, I think, today in general. Because even the way it's set up, in terms of my family leaving, I'm going to be pretty much home alone after this. So it's going to be set up for me to make it. You know what I mean? To actually do this. And in general, too, with the sunny day, it's not a sunny day. It's not a day I would go outside. So I'm kind of grateful for that, where weirdly enough, the weather and circumstances don't feel like it's right, but it is. Also, I watch movies as I do cold outreach, and I watched Office Space, which was a very good movie. I finished The Rat Race, I don't know if there's a "the" in it, but Rat Race I finished, which is also a fantastic movie, very funny. And now I'm watching After Hours, a Scorsese movie, which has just been so good. And this movie has been fantastic. So I think I don't know. It's like I don't know where I am. I feel so lost. You know what I mean? Just trapped within hours. Just in between hours, just like trapped within this cycle of doing it over and over again. I don't know if you hear that. There's this huge horn that's a boat outside. I think it's a boat or it's a car, whatever it is. It's honking, and that's weirding me out. Everything's kind of throwing me off because it feels like such a different day. You know what I mean? Which earlier in my journey, day 7 or 8-ish, I would say, around right after week 1, when I would start switching up my days. I would switch up how I do them. So I would do a 4-hour day, then not a 4-hour day. I would do 4 hours of cold outreach, 2 hours of making beats. Then I would do 3 hours of making beats, 3 hours of cold out. So I would switch up those 6 hours. And according to circumstances and according to making my mind at ease. You know what I mean? Whereas today, I used to not look forward to cold outreach. I mean, think about that. I never looked forward to cold outreach, and now it's the only thing I really do look forward to. I don't look forward to making TikToks or anything like that. I only look forward to cold outreach. And even editing, I don't mind editing, but it's definitely nothing compares to cold outreach. And yeah, I just feel so calm, weirdly, within this day of like, so much is happening. I'm getting so many emails and things like that. We passed 20 emails, by the way, which is crazy. 20 emails this week, man. This week. Oh, man. This week was such a success. And it's currently such a success. Technically, it's hump day. So it's Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week. But once we reach tomorrow, once we reach the end of the work week, I'm now that we're close to it, I just feel so happy. I'm like, I feel so almost like I feel proud, because there were some days. I mean, there was a day this week I got 0 hours, which is crazy. I don't think that's happened since day 49. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't happened in a good while. So to have done it with those circumstances, with all of that at play, still getting it. I mean, come on, man. We're doing it. I really feel happy that I've gotten all this done. All right, I hope you guys feel it too, this energy, All right, I'm going to move on right now, going back into cold outreach for about an hour and 40-ish. Yeah, about an hour and 40 because it's 3 p.m. right now. So about an hour and 40-ish. Start editing, do podcasts, make sure everything is perfect, edit a podcast, film a podcast, and you guys are going to see me all the way at the end of this 12-hour day. All right, I'll see you there. Let's do it. I officially finished everything I have to do for the rest of the day. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying it. I really can't believe I'm saying it, and I'm this proud because I got my first 12-hour day in. This is crazy. I mean, this is breaking records. 6:42 a.m. I started today. It is currently 6:34, and after I talk to you guys, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of editing, and that'll be it for the rest of the day. I thank you guys for watching. Good thing I stayed consistent. Good thing this all worked out, and this is all working out currently. I feel like I'm doing my Oscar speech right now. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm rambling on. I'm like, I don't know what to say, but I will say it was not easy. And I watched this movie that I really loved, and I think it made it easier. This is a movie I really ended up liking. The beginning was a little wobbly, and I was like, I don't know where this is going, but it was so intriguing, and then it ended up being so good. It's called After Hours, Scorsese movie, pretty niche, but it was fantastic movie. I mean, wow, threw me in different directions. I was like, oh my God. And I'm glad I was along for that ride as I was going through a bit of what that main character was going through. It was like this dizziness. I reached almost 60 people just today. We got our 20 emails. Today's a success. Today's a success bigger than most days. Bigger than any day we've ever had. This is great. I've officially achieved something that I truly, truly am so proud of and will remember, hopefully, for the rest of my life. This is really happy. I'm really, really happy. And I feel like in every sector of my life, I've been doing really good. So after this, I'm going to work out, see if I can do really good with that. And if I can, I'll eat, hang out. I'm by myself today, too, everybody. All my family's out and about. So I'm by myself. I don't know. I haven't been by myself in a while. One of those days, just straight up by myself. So that'll be fun. Maybe I'll start The Wire Season 4. I don't know. I still haven't started The Wire Season 4. I ended Season 3. I haven't started it. But like I said, I just feel so great. And I feel happy to be, like, alive. It's weird. It's like this lively feeling I have where I haven't had this much a jolt of energy in so long. I just can't believe I did it. I thought something was going to pop up. It wasn't going to work out. You know what I mean? Here, there, some BS. But it did work out, and I'm happy it did. I really am truly happy it did. I can't express that any more than I already have, right? In terms of editing went really smoothly. I got probably 4 or 5 videos into drafts, 4 or 5 more videos into YouTube drafts, which is really cool. I posted a podcast, posted a YouTube video. I got a lot done. It was 12 hours, so I got a decent amount of stuff done. Obviously, I sent out my custom beats. I have 6 more people on my custom beat list now, which is, it's not a joke. That's a lot more people. So tomorrow, email day will be, I think it'll be smooth sailing. If I'm going to be totally honest, I think it will be. I actually do believe it's going to be smooth sailing. Because I probably get 8 hours, 9 hours tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go straight for the 10. And even if I do, 8 hours compared to this is going to feel like light work, which is great. So, it's all, like I said, it's also very exciting. It's also so renewing. It's like renewing your passport now, but it's like renewing a version of me that I forgot was there, which is like accomplishment version. I feel like it's bigger than what I'm going to react to when I get my first sale. Like, this is huge. You know what I mean? This impacts my heart so much. It makes me feel this insane. It makes it fill a void that was there. It was like, and also, you would think it would be more grandiose in terms of the feeling of like, oh, look at me, I'm at day 12, but I'm not at day 12, I'm on hour 12, but it did actually feel quite normal. That's the best way I could put it, where I was getting to hour 11. I was like, damn, this is actually feeling really normal. Like, it feels like it's just 5 p.m., I'm just chilling. And I started to realize, like, oh, this isn't normal. We're breaking records right now. You know what I mean? I'm breaking records for my own personal records, which I think are bigger than any other. Screw other people. They might have advantages or disadvantages I didn't have. For me, it's like I had my own advantages. I had my own disadvantages, and now I'm overcoming everything, right? Or playing into every strength, playing into every weakness. This is me, right? And that makes me so overjoyed. Like, that's the best way I could put it. So overjoyed and filled with joy. So, although, like I said, I'm in the house by myself, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing on a practical level. I've watched around 2 or 3 movies today during Cold Outreach. That's how long I was doing Cold Outreach for. So I watched a lot of movies. So in terms of, I'm not going to watch a movie. Yeah, I might watch an episode of a TV show or a podcast, probably some basketball news. I love watching basketball news on my break time. It makes me feel good. Basketball news, like I said, YouTube videos, things like that. So, all right, I'm going to go do that right now. Go eat my dinner, do that, do a workout, and enjoy the rest of my day. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of yours. As always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.